Hello, and welcome to the very first episode of Not So Pre-Med, the video blog dedicated to providing students resources that are going to help them in their pre-med journey and do so from a perspective that's seen both the struggles and successes of this process firsthand. I'm Chase, your host and creator, and I'm looking forward to giving you a general idea of what this video series is going to help you with. I'm going to try and cover three main ideas. That's who I am, why am I going to be a good fit to be able to help you with this, and finally, who is this really going to reach out to the most? I'm coming to you live at the time from Eastern Virginia Medical School and my favorite lecture hall to study in. I'm a graduate student here. You'll note that I say graduate student. I did not say medical student because I'm not one. And I think that's important, and that might scare some of you because you're like, well, why am I going to take this advice from a non-medical student? Well, the truth is, I'm a medical master's student. It's a special master's program designed to help bridge the gap between where I was before I started and getting into medical school. So, like I said, I've had some ups and downs in the pre-medical journey. I joined this idea late. It was my junior year of college when I decided that medicine was really the path that I wanted. And I did a lot of things wrong because I didn't understand the process. There was a lot of skills and tools that I was missing. And because of that, I've had to take a little bit less traditional pathway to getting into medical school. Now, the start of this entire series is me taking a break from studying for the MCAT that I'm retaking in May. And I say that because over the next 18 months, while I'm waiting to matriculate into medical school, you're going to be with me while I'm continuing to gather shadowing hours, while I'm taking classes with medical students, while I'm studying and preparing for the MCAT, while I'm interviewing, while I'm going through the whole process. And I say that because I haven't applied before, but I'm coming into this with so much more experience and knowledge and understanding of how it works than I did when I was an undergraduate, than I did in my time off after undergrad and before I started this program. I'm going to share all of my experiences, the good and the bad, so that anybody from the I'm crushing the game, I'm getting into medical school straight out of undergrad, to the is this really what I want now? It's not going well, student. I'm going to help all of you make sure that you're on the right trajectory to get into medical school because of the experiences that I can share. Not just what I can share, but what I'm getting from the faculty and staff here at EVMS, just down the hallways where the Dean of Health Professions office is. I'm going to take all of the things that I'm learning here and I'm going to provide them back to you. I think one of the most important things that we can do is take our struggles and experiences and not just learn from them, but give them back to other people to learn from them as well and help alleviate those mistakes from being made. So like I said, I'm going through this process now and I'm going to take you through it with me so that you can have the best chances you want of getting into medical school when you apply and for preparing yourself up to that date of application. So again, why am I going to be a good match to have this vlog? Because I'm going through the process with the best resources possible. With years of struggling, I'm studying for the MCAT. I'm shadowing and volunteering still. I'm taking medical school curricula classes, which means I can shine a lot of light on how I would have prepared in hindsight, but also how can you recover from not having a clean record and still getting into medical school, still being a part of this process and becoming a physician someday. You'll get to see me as I go through it. And if you couldn't tell, I've made some mistakes already recording this today. It's going to be very raw and it's going to be very upfront. I'm going to have some things planned out in my favorite type of notebook, but other than that, everything is going to come straight from me. Now, the idea of this podcast, Not So Pre-Med, comes from the stigma that you take on when you say, I'm pre-med. Everyone's like, oh gosh, another one of those, a science major, really involved, does it all, blah, blah, blah. Or they say, not going to make it. I learned that when I transferred from community college to a four-year school, that pre-med had such a stigma. And I realized quickly that I was the furthest thing from pre-med. I was not a perfect student. I didn't really understand networking as well as I needed to. And quite frankly, I rushed the process. And I skipped a lot of really fundamental tools and ideas and mindsets that would have made my experience in college better and also would have made it a lot easier for me to get into medical school. So I take all these experiences and I'm going to put them into a series of videos that I hope will help you as you go through this process as well. And that's going to include questions that you all have, subjects that my classmates bring up, videos recording with my classmates. I hope that you can really get something beneficial from this, because I know that I would have had I been in your shoes years ago looking forward to this. The last thing I want to include is, who is this really going to be good for? You can Google pre-med resources and you can find all the videos of the people that had great success. How did I get an A in all of my pre-med undergraduate classes? Or my tips and tricks to being pre-med, and that's fine. There's a lot of those, and a lot of really successful people out there, whether it's for those reasons or that had tough lives and overcame it. But I think there's a lot of power in seeing someone that's really struggled, is really willing to open up about it, and is going to give you the nitty-gritty information that you need and the truth about being a pre-med and not having it be perfect, and not being the space cadet applicant that has a clean record, a 520 MCAT, and a 3.7 undergraduate GPA. Because obviously that's ideal, but that's not going to happen for everyone. So this is for STAR students who want to make sure they're on the right track and get information about what it's like to be in medical school classes. It's for the not-so-pre-meds, like myself, that are trying to find a way into medical school but don't have a perfect record. But it's also for high school students that are trying to have an idea about what's coming forward. It's for parents and counselors and teachers and professors and mentors and all these people that are going to be stakeholders in this process for you, the future doctor. And so after this introductory video, I'm really going to push to try and post videos that are going to help all of those people. This is episode 1, and we're moving forward. This is just the intro, and this is just where I'm going to start. But if you think you're going to get something out of this, please subscribe, like, leave a comment below, and start following the videos that I'm hoping to release either every week or every 2 weeks. This is Chase. Don't forget, it's okay to not be so pre-med.